Is there anything at all I can help you with? The White Seed Ship, the one Alone's on. Those children are. They are very cautious. They would never remain in one place for long. I see. Oh yes, however, those children seem to have taken a liking to Sintra's landscape. Therefore, they maybe have stationed their ship by an inlet somewhere on the Sintra continent, so somewhere nearby. And Matthew, please take with you this letter that I wrote. With this, they shall welcome you. Alright, now the White Seed Ship appears. Now you can, let's see. Vera, oh. Let's exchange. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. So, before this point, the White Seed Ship doesn't exist in the game world. But now that you've talked with Edea... Ooh, what's this? Again, I don't know what reading all these Timber Maniacs actually does. I really don't. I'd actually have to look that up. I should probably do that before the next stream. Okay, so... Oh, that's right, GFs. The GF abilities. Oh, summon magic. No, we don't care about that. So let's go to our stuff here, our Excel sheets. Honestly, I think the next one he should learn is HP Junction to help out anybody he's attached to. Okay, she still learns VIII 40 plus. Strength bonus is actually a really good one if I bothered leveling people up. So, Elemental Defense Junction, honestly. The Strength bonus doesn't really mean much to us in our low-level run. Mag bonus doesn't mean much. Status Defense times 2, kind of very good. So yeah, we'll go with that one. We're still learning Mug, but honestly, I think I want to swap over to HB Junction as well for Diabolos. Recovery medicine from an item. What does it say for Carbuncle? Okay, I'd probably want to say HP Junction as well for Carbuncle. Because it looks like I'm going to need that very soon here. SP 40 plus. Recovery is nice too, actually. That's actually a nice skill to learn. Speed, we continue with speed. No, high mag RF. Gosh darn it. Oh no. Elemental defense is pretty nice too. Revive is also good, but we'll stick with that. Okay. Dang. Can't believe we wasted like... Ah! I did it again. Because I'm so used to saving in the other one right now. Okay. Let's go find this seed ship. This can take either a long amount of time or a short amount of time. But thankfully, I'm well aware of where this seed ship is. So you just head straight north from Edea's house. You make a hard right here. Make a hard right. Turn, 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 turn. There it is. We're at the seed ship. We meet again. My name is Matthew. We're seeds from Balam Garden. I'd like to speak to your leader. I'm in charge. State your business. Depending on what you say, we may ask you to leave immediately. I want to see Alone. Huh? We pose no threat. Edea told us that you would be here. Edea. How? Edea is no longer under Sorceress Ultimacia's control. She is now our ally, so there's no reason for you to hide Alone's whereabouts from us. We want to take Alone back to protect her from Ultimacia. Thank you for coming, but we have no reason to believe you. Please leave. Well, alright then. You heard our leader. There's nothing more to discuss. Well, we're not going to give up so easily. We're going to come after him. We got a letter, gosh darn it. Wow, long time no see, sir. Oh, hey, you're alive. Whoa, look who's here. Matthew, how's it going? Can't believe you're here. Everybody doing good, sir? After you guys left, the Galbaldian Buttheads came after us, and we barely escaped to this boat. I was sure we were goners, sir. Zone went nuts and was thinking about swimming across the sea to escape. With him on his stomach? I don't know about that. Hey, it was a plan. All you were doing was whining like a big baby. We were gonna die, and look who jumped in first. You! Numbskull? I don't see how these wackos keep surviving. So how's Taylor? Where is she? Taylor fought with us against Edea. For some reason she went unconscious after the fight. She's resting in the garden now. I don't know what happened. We couldn't protect her. I'm sorry. You son of a gun! What did you say? What did I say? What did I say, huh? I told you to take care of her, that nothing better happened to her. Scumbag. You pathetic lying scumbag. Whoa, Zone, come on, easy, sir, easy. She's not dead, they just don't know what's wrong with her, that's all. Ain't that right, sir? Matthew would never give up on her. Am I right, sir? We came here to get Alone because there's a new evil force after her. If we can get Alone and Taylor together, maybe we can get Taylor back. Really? See, Zone? I told you, sir. Taylor's gonna be fine. She promised she would come back. We all have to free Timber together. Don't worry, sir. All right. But I'm gonna say it one more time. If something happens to Taylor again, I swear. All right, then. Care for information about this ship, sir? Yeah. Well, after this lady named Edea left, there haven't been any adults on the ship. So far, I've only seen kids and guys our age. Okay. What about Alone? Is Alone here? Oh, you mean that pretty girl, sir? She left when some other ships came. What other ships? Who were they? There were some soldiers on the ships. I know I've seen them before. Esthar. They were Esthar soldiers, sir. Why Esthar? Why do they want with Alone? I don't know, sir, but I think she was smiling as she left. What the heck's going on? Dang it. What about the leader? The leader's usually in the cabin below deck, sir. Oh, that doesn't help. Anyway, let's go talk with Zone, because we have a specific magazine for him. Also, Timber Maniacs of all things here. Okay, let's talk to Zone. It's kind of cool to watch the sea. You hardly ever get bored of it. I learned how to pilot the ship a little. It's tough. With trains, you just have to worry about staying on the track. But with ships, oh man, you got to worry about the entire sea. Hey! That's the girl next door. How'd you get it? Hey man, listen, I was wondering if you could give it to me. Give it to him for free. Otherwise, you're never going to get the bonus here. Serious? Oh man, thanks. You're awesome. Here, I want you to have this. Rename card. Shiva card. Yes, let's go to our card. Look at that. We lost our Ifrit card, but we have a good Shiva card now to kind of replace. It's still not as good as what the Ifrit was, but it's better than nothing. It might give us a little bit of an edge in some card games. Here. This is Matron's writing. She really gave this to you? You guys call her Matron too, huh? Yes, ever since we were little. We were raised by Edea too. It was difficult to fight against her, but we did. Fortunately, everything turned out well. Edea is no longer evil. She's back to her old self again, the kind matron we remember. Matthew, thank you. We owe you and Balam Garden much. Even our salute is the same. Matron told us it hasn't changed since Seed was established. Now, before you go talk to him again, do this draw point. Because this is your one and only shot to get this draw point. 9 holies. Yeah! Holy magic is alright. It's not like the best spell ever, but it does junction well to a few stats. So it says in the letter, you're looking for Alone. I'm sorry, Alone's no longer here. Man, we just keep missing her. Ever since she left Balam Garden. Remember we picked her up from your garden near the FH coast? Oh, everybody wants to talk to her. She's big sis to everybody. After that, we headed east to get away as far as we could from Edea and Galbaldia. Before long, we encountered the Gabaldian fleet. They had a lot of ships. Obviously, they were searching for us. We should have been more careful. They pursued us in full force. Luckily, we were able to escape, but then our ship broke down and we were stranded. And Watts is freaking out back and forth. There was no way we were going to let the Gabaldians take alone. Eventually, the Gabaldians caught up to us, and we had no choice but to prepare for battle. Then an Esthar ship appeared. A battle began between them, and we were caught in the middle of it. Then something strange happened. I would have loved to have seen this as a sequence, you know, like a cinematic sequence. Suddenly an Esthar ship came up beside us, and Esthar soldiers came aboard. They told us to get aboard their ship. It sounded like an order to evacuate. Of course, we refused. We didn't trust them, just as we didn't trust the Gabaldians. As the Esthar soldiers were trying to convince us, the battle became more intense. Soon they were forced to leave our ship. Alright then. Oh, what's Alone doing? As their ship was pulling away, Alone yelled out something. Then all of a sudden, she jumped onto their ship. It wasn't like her at all. To this day, I don't understand why she did that. After that, Esthar's fleet withdrew from battle and fled. After they left, well, it's a long story. After our ship is fully repaired, we plan to go to Esthar. Sorry, Matthew, we couldn't protect her. So Alone's in Esthar. We believe so. Back to Balam Garden. Have you decided on a destination? Esthar. Oh man. Xenophobic Esthar. That area's terrain is not really suited for flying the garden. Anyway, set a course for Esthar. Are we ready to go? Yes. Roger. Let's bring these two. Okay, so this is another part of the game where it doesn't really tell you where to go, and I think the start of Disc 3 is really bad pacing, like compared to the start of Disc 1 and Disc 2, even Disc 4 actually, content. It's very slow, it's very plotting, and it's very plot heavy. A lot of exposition, a lot of catching up with what's been going on behind the scenes in Discs 1 and 2 with Ultimacia and the White Seed Ship and learning more about Alone and all that stuff. So the beginning of Disc 3 is very much a pace killer. Everything just slows down completely. It's really, really bad in terms of just figuring out what to do next. And the game doesn't tell you. Now, if you recalled from Disc 2 when we crash landed in an FH, one of the NPCs said, oh yeah, people who want to go to Esthar stop here and then follow the train tracks all the way to Esthar. They mentioned that, but they only mention it once, and then that's it. You don't hear anything more about the town or the city until Disc 3 here. So it's kind of like you have to remember, oh yeah, someone mentioned that a while back. So we need to go to FH and hopefully see if we can take a trip through. Oh, that's Dalit. That's the Dalit I need to. I can't get around. There's mountains all in the way, so I have to actually go through the sea again. But you can't enter FH just through anywhere. You have to enter it from the north, because it's on the north side of the train tracks that span west to east across the center of the world in the middle of the ocean here, just south of Balam Island. So you have to make your way all the way around to the north side of FH and enter. And then things happen automatically from there. So if you didn't know this is what you had to do next, or if you didn't recall that little tidbit of information from the NPC in Disc 2, you'd be kind of lost for what to do. Like, where do I go next? Yeah, I need to go to Esthar, but where's that? So, head to FH, north side. Here it is. And things will just start happening. Let's go, Taylor. Let's go meet Alone. So he's just taking her comatose body and piggybacking her all the way to Esthar. Sorry, everyone. So I can't go on like this. So he's literally leaving everyone behind, not telling a single soul where he's going, taking Taylor with him through FH all the way down the train tracks to Esthar. That's a long walk. It's a bit far, but we'll make it. This leads me to believe that something has been planted in his mind magically to be acting this way. So that's what I firmly believe. Okay, just still walking. It's pretty far. I didn't think it would be this far. What am I doing? Go to Esthar, find Alone, talk to Alone. But there's no guarantee that everything will be resolved if I talk to Alone. Even so, I sure have changed. Yeah, it's quite a sudden change, for sure. He has a single drive, single focus, which is unique and different for Matthew here. I wonder what everyone's doing. Probably freaking out that you're gone. They're probably laughing at me, or maybe they're angry. What do you think? I don't know, when the leader of Balam Garden just leaves with no trace, it's kind of alarming. To tell you the truth, I worry too much about what others think of me. I hate that side of me. That's why I didn't want anyone to get to know me. I wanted to hide that side of myself. I hate it. Matthew was an unfriendly, introverted guy. It made it easy for me when people perceived me that way. That's a secret between you and me. Got that? Like she's gonna tell anyone. Taylor. Still walking. That's a big, vast ocean to walk with a person on your back. Hey, how'd you get here? Matthew, you're late. Is the princess still asleep? She might wake up with a kiss from the prince. Is that why you came all the way out here to tell me that? And how'd you get ahead of me anyway? You're going to Esthar, right? We're coming too. Yeah, we're Edea's escort. How did they smuggle her into Balam Garden? How'd she get over here from the Sintra continent? When did all this happen? Let us be on our way, Matthew. We shall leave as soon as we're ready. What business do you have in Esthar? I must go see Dr. Odin. Dr. Odin, you've heard the name, right? I can't remember. Tell me more. You know the famous Odini brand, don't you? That's all Dr. Odin's work. That doesn't explain it, Zell. When it comes to knowledge about the sorceress, he's #1. Thanks. So why do you need to see this doctor? Sorceress Ultimacy is alive. She is able to take control of my body at any time. If that were to happen, I would once again bring terror. I, too, value my well-being. I want to protect myself. If it were possible, I would like to rid myself of the sorceress's power. Dr. Odin may know a way. He may be able to save me. I understand. Let's all go to Esthar. Oh, and everybody's here. Well before me. Maybe I just was too slow carrying Taylor all the way. Yo, they're back. The two of them went to take a look. How's it going, Matthew? Oh, is Taylor still asleep? Psst, 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 psst. Taylor's so cute when she's asleep. Whatever. So how is it? Can we make it to Esthar? Woo, are you blushing? Selfie, don't make Matthew angry. Esthar's on this continent, right? It's supposed to be huge. I don't know why, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. Couldn't find it up north or down south? Let's try going east next. Alright. And we can actually play as Edea for a little bit. So let's exchange her stuff with Yeah. Yeah, Edea is a set 26, which is kind of interesting. You know what? I'll keep him at a low. Come on, let me get around you. Get around you. Okay. Ah! Already, we're in a battle. Remember, draw and run away, everybody. Oh my god. That is a very nasty, nasty thing. Marlboro. Its first attack will almost always be Bad Breath. And that will pretty much incapacitate our entire team. Let's save before we go any further. Wow. I was not expecting a Marlboro like that. Ha!